Hello, I'm Kevin Dom. I'm Rob's brother. This is our 4-rotor, all-wheel drive RX-7. We're starting off with obviously a 4-rotor. We're doing some custom machining on them, some type of special porting. But the engine's spec to be 1,200 horse on pump fuel, north of 1,500 on C16. We're doing all the engineering behind it, so the car is spot on as for its suspension and travel. We're utilizing a similar setup as the Unicorn, which actually had some assistance from engineering firms that assisted in that, so it's been phenomenal. Had some adapting to do to get it to work for the RX-7, but it's really been a great proof of concept. We have Adaptronic, which are going to help us do some custom interfaces, so that way we can do some of the smarter technology like traction control, launch control. We come from the IT side, so we really like to incorporate high tech into our vehicle. So you can see we also have our front diff already mounted, which will give us passes through an R33 transfer case, which we can actually come around and check out the internal guts. This other side's a little better. So kind of the secret sauce in a sense behind it is a Hollinger sequential 6-speed, which would be pneumatically shifted. And that passes through the R33 transfer case. Along with that, we also went with a solid billet bell housing that's 100% steel. Definitely for safety's sake, for the power that we're putting down. We're also utilizing oval plumbing so that we can route it to the back of the car and actually have an exhaust system. Granted, we will be able to cut it off electronically, but the goal is for the vehicle to be a street car that is capable of drifting, drag, and top speed runs.
So it's kind of everything.
Yes, it can't. We do not want to compromise the soul of the vehicle. We just want to make it the best vehicle it can be, which is why we picked Ahura as the name of the vehicle. It's where Mazda got their name, and we feel that it embodies that. We've had excellent response on showing that the vehicle is the heart and soul just maxed out.
So I've tried to get over here a few times. There's a massive crowd at all times. You're answering a million questions. What's
been
kind
great.
of the general feedback's been positive?
Oh, it has been great. Not just the Rotary community, but I think people in general understand what we're trying to do. Taking a car 9 inches longer, 8 inches wider, and making an all-wheel drive system, it is to some people impossible or difficult to fathom. And granted, we have great engineering struggles that we deal with, but the point is that we want to keep pushing through and make it happen. And I think this is, although it's not complete, proof that it can be done, and we will be doing it in the next few months.
How far off do you think you are at this point?
Oh man, if we could get to Texas 2K, that would be phenomenal.
It's coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up fast. The vehicle was actually built extremely fast in the sense because the physical work was done, because we've already had the whole car built in CAD all the way down to the aero. So once we're finished with the engineering set or the build, we're actually then moving on to wind tunnel testing, because the car is spec'd to do over 200 miles an hour.
Wow, okay.
All the gearing and everything has been spec'd properly. So it's
Someone's going to ask, what size is this?
This I think is a GTX 50, but we're going to be going to the newest Garrett Turbo, which is their GTX 55 Gen 2, because it has a lighter compressor wheel. Granted, the 4-rotor will spin up a large turbo without nitrous. That will be even better because we want the low down. We don't want it to be all of a sudden off and then on turbo. We want it to be a smooth application. Again, that's why we're using the Adaptronic, is because they're going to allow us to do some of those special features, and if there's something that we may want that's not in there, they're willing to work with us to make it, and that's what it's all about, because that's what this whole vehicle is.
And as far as all the custom fabricated pieces, is that all done by you guys in-house?
We work with FR Performance, which is Abel Ibarra. He is the man behind the build.
Legendary.
Yeah, legend.
They don't know that name.
Yep. So
way back.
He's pumped. That's what's great. The right vendors. We're doing a lot of the engineering. We have a IT company and a CAD company in Detroit area in Michigan. So all the CAD work is second nature. Rob, although, learned to do CAD relatively quick through YouTube videos. And so you'll see
everybody learns right now, right?
It's exactly what it is. So yeah, all these parts he's touched. Anything that has the Dom etching in it, those are parts that he engineered. I think he's most proud, though, of the spindles. We're utilizing, it already has the speed sensor in, but this was all a component he built. Has some rotary design cues in it. So we're able to kind of really go pure in the Mazda and the rotary scene with engineering our own parts. And we're also doing a custom intake, so that's all in CAD, getting flow rated right now. So yeah, everything's
in the works right now.
Yeah,
So.
the whole vehicle is pretty well in CAD. So if CAD was a completed vehicle, we could bring out something more for you. But
Right.
yeah, it's definitely coming together how we spec'd it out.
I mean, even now at this point, incomplete. There's been a constant flow of people coming through here.
It has.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It
People
really
love
is.
the car, and I think
Yes.
people love the fact that it's still rotary. It's not LS.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of, before we released it, it was all-wheel drive, a lot of questions on the drivetrain. Oh, everyone's done a four-rotor, everyone's done a turbo four-rotor. I shouldn't say everyone, it's
But
a
not with
rare
all-wheel
build.
drive and everything.
Yeah,
all
but no
inclusive.
one's pushed it this limit, and I love that. And the community loves it, so I'm even more juiced about this whole plan.
Let me get a shot of the whole car, and now the crowd kind of moved over. Sorry.
Yep. Thank you.
So if they want to get a little bit more info or kind of follow the build, where can they catch you?
Definitely on Rob's Facebook or his YouTube channel, Rob Dom YouTube. I think he's one of the top 6 in the automotive.
Very cool.
So yeah.
It's Rob Dom, D-A-H-M.
That's correct.
Check him out on YouTube. And thank you very much for your time. I appreciate
No,
it.
thank you. Really appreciate it.